Hello and welcome back to my channel. So for today's second episode of my Brown Butter Fave series, I have a lot of really cool things to share with you guys. Little interesting tidbits that are going on in sports and in film and community and even music. And I have a lot to cover, so let's get right to it. First up in good citizen news, there are two twin brothers that are out in Long Beach selling some hot dogs this summer, and they have been blowing up all over social media and people have really been supporting them. So I wanted to share this with you guys first. So let's take a closer look.
This summer, me and my twin brothers decided that we're going to open up our own bacon wrap hot dog business called Glizzy Street. Instead of doing nothing at home, we want to make some money and try to do something big. We invested $400 that we saved from working weekends at our family gas station to start it up. It's a pretty big investment for us, but with some hard work and long nights, it will all be worth it. The first day we were pretty nervous and there was no customers for the first hour. Then things started to pick up. First we sold 1 hot dog, then 2, then 5, 10, and at the end of the day, we ended up selling over 20 hot dogs, which is pretty good in my opinion. If you want to show us some support, we are located in Long Beach at the American Oil gas station 7 days a week from 5 p.m. to 9 p.m. Be sure to like, follow, and share our journey. We hope to see you soon. Peace.
Aren't they cute? Don't you just love to see it? People have been stopping by giving these guys gym shoes and custom-made hats. I'm so happy for them. Their business is doing well. So support them on social media, or if you're in Long Beach, go get a hot dog. Now, next up, we have the Daddy Strollers Social Club. This is a club that operates, I think, mostly in the summer. It was started in 2021 in Dallas, Texas. And it's just basically where a bunch of dads are able to get together and to come together to destigmatize paternal postpartum depression through community building, advocacy, outreach, and storytelling. They amplify the voices of fathers and promote early intervention and try to create a safe space where fathers and father figures can access support, education, and wellness services. This is a really, really fantastic club, and it was started by this guy right here, Calvin Bridgewater, who does live in Dallas, I believe. But they have chapters all over the country in about at least 5 different cities. And because the summer is still going, they do still have some meetups planned in some of these cities for the month of August, in addition to a retreat that they have planned for this October. So if you're a dad or if you're a father figure and you want to get involved, make sure to check out their website. This is a really cool thing that's happening, and I love to see my brothers reaching out, community building, and talking about healthy examples of fatherhood. This is beautiful to see. Now, I want to move over to women's sports because there are some amazing things happening in women's sports. For those of you who don't know, the Unrivaled League is a 3-on-3 women's basketball league. It premiered last summer, and it was started by Brianna Stewart and Nafisa Collier. Now, this league was very successful last summer, and so successful, in fact, that it made $27 million in revenue, almost breaking even in its inaugural season. And that is really good for a starting business, okay? They are expanding at this point, and actually, they are absolutely going to be able to offer more money to the winning teams, the playoff teams this season, because of their success and the interest in the league, which has actually created a bit of competition for the WNBA, believe it or not, because a lot of these players, what people don't realize is that a lot of the women in the WNBA, they play overseas, to supplement their income because they don't, make enough in the WNBA. Their salaries are there's an absolute pay disparity for them. And this past couple of weekends, they had their All-Star weekend, and they wore these shirts basically to signify that, they wanted a fair share of the revenue from the league. And a lot of people had issues with them wearing these shirts, but these women absolutely deserve to be paid more. And like I said, the Unrivaled League is absolutely opening that door for them, and it's making it more competitive. And it is helping to supplement their income, because even women's basketball players overseas tend to make more than WNBA players. So this, again, opens up another avenue where they can actually stay in the country and make some money in the summer, and the league is only growing. So let's listen to Nafisa, who is having an incredible season herself, by the way. Just talk a little bit about like what it means to her to kind of be able to create this opportunity for her fellow colleagues.
Finals bonuses for each player is going up to 100K from 50 last year. Like, what does it mean to be able to actually create that pathway for players as a current player?
Yeah, it's awesome. It just feels like we're taking the power back, honestly. We have the most power that we've ever had in the history of women's sports. And I've said this again, like I've said this many times, but we have to capitalize on it. Everyone else is monetizing off of the work essentially that we're doing on the field, on the court, like wherever it is. And the players aren't seeing the money from that. And so we basically wanted to show that it is possible to pay these players what their market value is. And we're not even doing that. We're just paying more. You know, we still believe that our players could get paid way more. Like we have a model set up where the salary increases are substantial. They're way different even from last year. And so we're just trying to make it show that it is possible to do both. You can still have a successful business and pay the players what they should be paid.
Like I told you, they are doing big things in Unrivaled and literally just going into their second season. I mean, you just got to give it up to them. Also, they recently signed several, 14 to be exact, of the top women's college basketball players, which is great. And it includes people like Juju Watkins, who I absolutely adore, living out here in California. Like Juju is the truth. But they signed them to name, image, and likeness deals as a part of this campaign that they have called Future is Unrivaled, which is really, really a cool name, right? But it's basically like a summit that they're hosting right now, I think as we speak, and it's in Miami, and it includes basketball development sessions and content shoots and the works. And these players will not be required to sign to Unrivaled after they finish, with college, but while they're in school, it can provide help with, financial support, marketing, even media exposure. So this is just super smart on Unrivaled part of things, because it's kind of like you're already building a rapport and a relationship with these great athletes before they even leave college. And again, more competition for the WNBA, and hopefully it will inspire the WNBA to get some things together and to pay these women a fair share of the overall revenue for the league. And so a little competition is good. And shout out to Nafisa and shout out to Brianna Stewart for putting this thing together, because honestly, it's not just good business and it's not just great for the players, but it's fun for us too. Like the Unrivaled League is fun. So anyway, good things happening here. Next up in women's sports, we are getting a women's pro baseball league. It will launch in 2026, but they are trying out this summer, this August, this month. This is the first league that we would have in 70 years. Okay. This is big, crazy news. They're going to have 6 teams in the Northeast. They have 150 spots from about, 600 applicants. And this is just cool. They want to establish professionalism, a path to professionalism for women in baseball. And of course, the first league was the All-American Girls League that was established in 1943 by Philip Wrigley. It was basically a response to the Major League Baseball, the men's baseball league. It was a response to the player shortage during World War II. And of course, who could forget the movie that was based on the first league, or the series that followed many years later by Amazon? I mean, A League of Their Own is a classic. Like, to this day, I still don't know if Dottie dropped the ball intentionally. I mean, I don't know, but great film. This used to be my playground. And I mean, who doesn't love that song and that movie? I don't know. But this is exciting, but also exciting. Do you guys remember Monet Davis? Because I do. She was a Little League baseball pitcher in 2014. She pitched a shutout in the Little League World Series, and she was featured on Sports Illustrated. She did her thing, and now she's all grown up. She graduated from Hampton University. She played softball there, and guess what? She will be trying out for the league. Okay, so she's trying out this month. Let's wish her luck. I'm gonna be looking out to see if I can see any tryouts posted on social media, but I'm very much looking forward to this. This is really, really good news. Like I said, a lot of wonderful things happening in women's sports. In film and streaming news, Tracee Ellis Ross has this solo traveling docu-series. It's just so fun. It's like a travel vlog, basically. And you know how fabulous Tracee Ellis Ross is. So she is like the perfect person to kind of take us on these excursions where she is just kind of enjoying her own company. And it's getting so much buzz all over, you know. A lot of women, especially Black women, have been solo traveling for years, and people share travel tips online on where to go and what to do when you get there and how to navigate different places. And I just love to see my sisters embrace, you know, exploration and discovery. I've always been someone, even when I was young, to just go to a restaurant by myself or to a play by myself. I'm always going to meet people when I get there. But I've always believed in enjoying your own company. And again, this is just like perfect branding for Tracee Ellis Ross. There's like no human on earth that is better suited for this particular series than she is. And it is inspiring. It's inspiring women all over.
I'm Tracee Ellis Ross. Join me as I follow my heart. Oh my God. Go to beautiful places. Wear pretty clothes.
If you don't stop it right now.
And enjoy my own company.
Holy hi!
I took my first solo trip when I was 25 and something clicked.
So cute.
I'm responsible for my own happiness.
This is the point in my packing where I know I have too much stuff, but I'm committed to my own madness and my fashion. So much of what solo traveling is about not waiting for something in order to experience my life.
You can stream the series right now on Roku. It's totally free, actually. And I mean, you could literally just Google solo traveling with Tracee Ellis Ross, how to watch, and Roku will come up. You can watch it right on your phone or whatever, your smart TV, whatever device you have. But it's totally free. So check it out because, like I said, she's fabulous and the series is fabulous and it will inspire you to want to travel more. Other things I'm watching right now and getting into, Spike Lee has a new joint out starring Denzel Washington called Highest to Lowest, and it's actually based off of it's an English language reinterpretation of a Japanese film from, I think, 1963. And it's about a music mogul who's targeted by a ransom plot. So check that out. It will premiere in theaters August 15th, and it will be available to stream on Apple TV Plus starting September 5th. I'm also looking forward to Love Brooklyn, which is directed by Rachel Abigail Holder. This is described as a romantic odyssey. It's involving three longtime friends who live in Brooklyn, and they navigate their career, love, loss, friendship, all through kind of like the backdrop of how Brooklyn is changing. So it's really interesting, and I'm looking forward to it. It's scheduled for a limited theatrical release on August 29th, but it's probably going to be on video on demand on some platform pretty shortly after the release. So just be looking for that because it's coming up soon. And it premiered at the Sundance Film Festival this past January, and it got a lot of love. So I'm really looking forward to seeing that one. I'm also looking forward to Trouble Man, starring Michael J. White. I like Michael J. I always have. Like every time I see him in an interview, he sounds like he has his head on straight. But this movie seems like it's going to be fun and kind of a bit of a throwback to kind of like PI films. This film is about like a cop who is a PI, and he's trying to find a missing R&B star. Method Man is in it. Lala Anthony's in it. Mike Epps, Orlando Jones. Like, I think this is just going to be a fun time, so I'm really looking forward to checking it out. And I believe it's being released limited right now, but you can actually stream it right now. You can pay to rent or to buy the movie on several platforms like YouTube, Apple TV, Google Play, and I think even Fandango at home. So it's probably something I'm going to watch this weekend. Something else I recently streamed was Samara Joy's BBC Proms concert. She made her debut, and let me tell you all, first of all, this woman sings. Her voice is unbelievable. It's just like a time capsule. It's like a dream. Anyway, you can't stream this on the official BBC stream because, you know, it's only available in the UK. But if you search YouTube just for Samara Joy, and then also put in BBC, you will find it because people have posted like the full concert. And I streamed it last weekend while I was making a little bit of pasta and vino and entertaining company. And it was just the loveliest time. Like if you like jazz, if you just like good singing, throw her on. Her voice is a dream. So I can't recommend this one enough. Samara Joy is like amazing. And just the instrumentation with her vocals is just a really, really beautiful concert. So I dug it. So hopefully you guys will watch and you'll like it too. Oh, and if you think I'm kidding about how beautiful her voice is, let me just provide you with a little bit of a teaser.
And sometimes this is always. This isn't maybe, this is always. This is love, the real beginning of forever. This isn't just midsummer madness.
I mean, come on. If I had a voice like that, I would never shut up. Like, I would sing my ABCs. I mean, I would sing all day at work. They would fire me. Like, you could not get me to stop singing if I had a voice like that. So anyway, check out her stream, okay? Because you won't regret it. And lastly, I do want to talk about Kamala Harris stepping back out like Michael Jordan comeback. She announced recently that she's not running for governor in California. I would have been happy to have voted for her as a citizen of California, but I'm glad that she is not running because I don't think that it's what she wanted to do. And she has announced that she has a book that's going to be released on September 23rd, where she's going to talk about the campaign, the 177 days that she ran for president. And I think that she's going to share some lessons that she learned about just what people were thinking and feeling all over the country. She also announced that she is going to be campaigning with Democrats in the fall. And I think that that's a good idea. I just like to see anyone, to be honest, who is kind of following their own path and being kind of brave and courageous, regardless of what you agree with about a person. You know, she very bravely on the Stephen Colbert show said this week that, you know, the system that she has been working within for the last 30 years, she believes to be broken, and she wants to try a different approach and work outside the system for now. And that's why she didn't run for governor. And I think, honestly, for her to say that is a big deal. I think people are really, really responding to that. I don't think we've often kind of heard someone, especially in her position, being kind of like post an election, kind of speak kind of that candidly about the system and just flat out say that it's broken. And I think that was a really brave thing for her to do. And I'm excited to see what the future holds for her next. There have been a few people online mad about her writing a book about her own campaign that, you know, she just ran, which I think is really strange since that's literally what people do after they've run a campaign. So it's just odd that people are having a weird response to it. And if you don't care for the fact that she's writing a book, then it's very easy to ignore that she wrote one and move on with your life, because there are other things that you could be focusing on right now. But there is something really, really interesting to me that she said on the Colbert show.
And I just don't want to, for now, I don't want to go back in the system. I want to travel the country. I want to listen to people. I want to talk with people. And I don't want it to be transactional where I'm asking for their vote.
Now, some people are probably going to think that that's just lip service, but I've been observing Kamala's moves for a while now, and how she navigates the political space, and it's not lip service. She means it. She really does want to connect with people. She's a problem solver, and connecting with people and hearing from them directly is what informs a lot of her decisions. She's an empathetic leader. So I think that is actually the most profound thing that I found in this interview, was that she really wants to connect with people, and she wants to do it outside of the campaign, because the 107 days to connect with people all of it was heightened, and it was transactional. So this is really good. And I'd say we need more non-transactional communication with people in power, people who have influence, so that we can really have a real meeting of the minds. So I hope that the conversations that she's going to facilitate will not necessarily be broadcast to everyone, but that she will really seek to connect with people one-on-one or in smaller groups, without all of the fanfare, the media around, and really, really get to the heart of some things. And I don't know if she's going to run for president again. That will be her call. But either way, I think she'll probably start some sort of org and still be a leader and try to bring communities together. And so talking to people that's important. And it's something that we should all strive to do. We should all be looking for ways that we can genuinely connect with each other right now. Again, that is why I started this channel. I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for listening and to this video. I hope that I was able to share something with you that brought a smile to your face, or that encouraged or inspired you to, get out and maybe make some changes in your own community, or to even just watch something that I suggested. I hope you guys have a great weekend and a great week ahead. And until we speak again, get yourself some good grub and take good care. Bye.